peoples? You know who it is. It's your boy, your favorite cousin.
Mr. Sturdy Pot right here.
Alright, and we are here with one of our cousins today, and we are the Bare Nigga Truth Podcast. Please introduce yourself today.
Hey everybody, my name is Laurel Wilson. I'm with Miss Dean.
You know what that means.
Make it happen.
We about to give y'all a dope episode today. You know what I mean? And before we get started, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. You can follow us on Instagram at B_N_T podcast. You got anything else you want to say? You know.
He's the quiet guy over here.
Yeah, for now. For now.
now.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are here today with our cousin Laurel Wilson. You know what I mean? And she's definitely an up-and-coming pop artist. Got a dope video. And we're going to get all of her business today. So you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so the first question I want to know is, tell us how you got started with music.
Well, I grew up in a very musical family, so music has always been a part of my life. My dad played guitar, and one day I just strummed it myself, and I was like, ooh, I want to learn how to play. And I just started playing and like learning songs, and then I started writing my own songs, and then I picked up violin as well in elementary school. So I love music. I can read it. I know music theory. I love composing. Lyrics are really fun to write. So I like challenging myself at all the parts of songwriting.
So you do it all.
I try.
Okay, no wrong with
I still
that.
need help every now and then, but I try.
I used to violin too.
You used to
Yeah.
I was
violin?
telling her earlier. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what?
Rosemont Middle School, baby.
I remember.
Lansdowne.
Yeah, I used to play the clarinet.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't do any
Don't
wind
do
instruments.
No, I'm playing that.
Oh,
You probably do
liar.
that little black
No,
flute.
I'm playing
yeah,
the trombone though. You
That
know what
little
I'm
black
saying?
flute.
Hey, I was nice with it. The black flute, I was nice with it.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
God.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Not the skin flute, right?
Oh,
The one that
man.
they used to give us in the 4th grade, the recorders. You
Oh,
remember that?
yeah, recorder.
Yeah.
I think
used
I still have mine somewhere.
We old, yo.
I
Wow.
don't think they use those no more.
Man, I don't, do they even have music class? What is it called? Band now? It's just band, ain't it?
I don't know.
I don't think they
I know
got
that in
music
elementary school. I think you
class.
had to do music, but nowadays I don't know. They've been taking it out of some schools, so I don't know.
Yeah, that sucks, man. But anyway, so definitely, and so like when you started, did you always do pop or did y'all?
Actually, my family, we made a bluegrass band when I was younger, and bluegrass is like folk and country, Americana, for those who don't know.
I
But
didn't know.
it's not my favorite type, but I learned to love it as I kept playing it and grew up. Like, it just helped me expose myself to things I'm not like normally listening to. So I did that for a long time, and we performed all over Hampton Roads, even North Carolina a little bit, but we don't do it as much anymore. But I forgot the question.
It's all good.
I was like,
It's all good. So bluegrass, you said it's a cross between what, country and folk?
yeah.
Okay, and what was, like, for me who never heard of bluegrass, what would you say the main instruments or the sound of it is?
You always have a guitar, and banjo and mandolin are usually in there, and fiddle, which violin and fiddle are basically the same thing, just depends on what kind of music style you're playing on it.
Okay.
And then my sister actually plays like the upright bass, and then you even sometimes have a dobro, which is like those guitars that sit flat and they use like a glass finger. Have you ever seen those?
I seen that.
Yeah,
I never knew what it was called though.
Yeah, it's called a dobro.
Okay, cool.
So those, like usually you hear like banjo, mandolin, and fiddle.
Okay. And the banjo's like a smaller guitar.
No, it's like 5 strings. It's like got more of a metal tinny sound.
Okay,
The big
okay.
circle.
Mhm.
It's so heavy too. Like they are really heavy.
What about the harmonica? Do you use harmonicas?
Sometimes,
Okay.
actually, we used to do a bunch of like jam circles that we would go to, like, and some people would bring like harmonicas. One person brought like a harpsichord, which is like the piano accordion thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. Okay.
Some people brought harmonicas. One guy brought like drums. Like normally you don't hear drums in bluegrass. So
What
that
about the
was-
spoons? I used to see, you know.
Oh, I was just
One
talking about that.
person, one person
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
did. Yeah, I know one person that brought the spoons. He had like a whole pouch of them. It was crazy.
Wow. Okay. So
And,
I
and,
thought
the,
it
and the
was
person
two
that brought
regular
harmonicas
spoons.
had like all the keys. Like they had like a case full of harmonicas with all the keys. It was
Okay.
crazy. I didn't even know they did that.
Me neither. That's something I just found out. 'Cause, I'm thinking like, you know, you get one harmonica.
Yeah, but
just
that
get nice with
one
it.
harmonica is usually in like one key. Like it won't have any sour notes because it has like all the notes there for you in that key.
Cool. Yeah, I never know how to play that either.
It's just breathing. Breathing.
Yeah, bro.
You got a harmonica?
I used to. I thought it was the
Are you
shit.
nice
When my
with it?
granddaddy gave it to me, I thought it was like the best thing in the world. You know what I'm saying?
See, I
Usually
used
you
to
hear
use
that
it
in like
for sound
blues
effects.
music.
Oh no, I ain't got one.
Down,
now.
down, down.
Yeah. See, I had one I used to use it for sound effects though. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You running through the house, you hit your foot, you blow it. You done cussed. All right, so let's talk about your video Curious.
Yes.
Yeah.
What inspired that video? Hey, go to YouTube and go watch. Let me tell you something. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything.
He got real animated
Hey.
all of a sudden.
Look, go watch the video Curious now. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Curious by Laurel Wilson. All right, so I mean, this song actually it took a while for it to find its course. I mean, it started out just acoustic on the guitar, and I wrote the words, and I was digging it, but it hadn't really fully created the sound yet. And I had one friend who was supposed to be my co-star at first, and there was a whole different storyline. Like, it was supposed to be like she just broke up with her boyfriend, she was sad, we were having a girls' day, and then there's like those flashes of thoughts, you know, but then that just didn't work out. We actually changed a song a little bit. I brought in more people. My friend plays the piano on it. I brought in someone else to play the bass on it. And we created like just a way more full rockin' sound with still like the beautiful elements. And so the friend that wrote the piano on it is actually my new co-star in it. And she played, you know, the piano scenes when you see them in the video.
Yeah.
But she's actually playing piano. It's not just a prop.
Okay.
But yeah, when I had her in it, I just felt like I could be more sexy with it than I originally thought for the video. And I even wrote it about a guy. I just knew I wanted a girl in it because, I mean, it's beautiful that way.
Definitely different from the visuals.
Caught me off guard. Caught me off guard.
You know what I mean? And
But it's all supposed to be like a fantasy. Like all those bed scenes aren't actually happening. Like it's just supposed to be like, this is what I want. It's like, I'm curious about her. But yeah, it turned out really
the
nice.
next question, I was like, man, okay, this is let me watch this again.
We slow it down.
Yeah. And so that's what's up. And I know recently you had the release party for the video.
Yeah, I
for the
had it like a
song.
month later, but yeah.
And then you did the it came on TV too. So how was that for you? How did you feel seeing your video on,
Oh my
on
gosh.
television as opposed
I did
to
a
on
Facebook
YouTube?
Live of when it went up, and I'm just like, I mean, I know I've seen this video like 100 times at least, but something about it being on TV makes it a little bit better. It's just crazy, like, it's only been out for a month, but we've been spending 10 months promoting it. Like I said, it took its own course, like, getting there, so it took 10 months to like get everything out, but we started promoting it from February, so like as soon as it was out, like we had to go extra hard, and so like it being on TV was definitely, I didn't expect that to happen so soon, but I'm like, it's crazy.
So how long did it take to shoot the video for it all to come together for a final process?
Well, we actually rented an Airbnb, and we only had it for 2 days, and we did about 30 hours of footage. What was it, like 2 terabytes of footage? 1 terabyte of footage.
Damn.
But yeah,
Footage.
so it was only 2 days to record it, but it still took like 3 months to edit.
Oh, okay. It's a good looking video.
Definitely.
By the best.
I
Pure
recommend
brilliance.
watching, you know, first time to just watch it, the second time to actually watch it again, and the third time to just, you know,
Listen.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not crazy about the video, I suggest just listening to the audio because I feel like it's very relatable no matter what situation you're
Oh
in.
no, the video is very
No, you need the
relatable.
video.
You need both.
You need the video.
We're not just gonna breeze past
No,
it.
we're not pushing that to the side at all. You need to watch the video. The
Watch
words,
it. You heard them.
like
Watch
the
it.
words go with the video. Like you just gotta pay attention in, because like you said, I didn't even listen to it till like the 4th time either, and then I started putting the words.
But then
to
it
the
starts
scene,
getting stuck in
you
your
know,
head.
so.
Yeah.
I have an inside joke with all my friends now. Anytime they say the word curious, I just look at them and I'm like, curious?
We're not gonna start doing
They
that.
see
Yes,
the
you
video.
are.
They
Yes,
see
you
the
are.
video. They
You
know why.
say you're not, but you're going
That's
to
what
start
I'm
catching
gonna say.
yourself. Watch.
All right, so let's say from what you grew up doing, which is the bluegrass, to now where you do like I guess would be more pop. type.
Yeah,
So what do you think of some of the, I guess, similarities and differences between the two styles? Because they seem on two opposite ends of the spectrum.
They are and they aren't. I still feel like I have a lot of that folk root without even realizing it. Even though I'm like trying to do more pop rock stuff, but just like those folk roots are just deep in me. So I always try and tell a story with my songs, which is what folk really is, like folk tale, folk stories, like all folklore. It's all stories. Like it's just like telling something from beginning to end. I always try and like bring people in with the story of the lyrics, because without the content, like even if the music is great, I need to have content in my lyrics. So I guess that's kind of like where my folk roots really come in. Like I'm always trying to just tell a story. But the music wise, I love using real instruments versus like synths or beats or anything. So I guess I really picked up on that from growing up with having a full 5-piece band. We had guitar, mandolin, banjo, upright bass, and me on fiddle. So like I just love that full music sound that I always try to carry on with all of my songs. Like I've only written one song on a beat, and I love that song, but it just didn't feel like me. So I love putting like real instruments in there. But like I said, I feel like I very like veered off of the folk and the bluegrass. Like I definitely wouldn't consider myself that at all. But I said that the roots are so deep in me. It's like I don't even realize they're there, but everyone else is like, yeah, it's got a folk sound. I'm like, really? Really?
When I hear the word bluegrass, I don't know why. I just think of old people.
Old people.
Old people just pop in my head when I
It's
hear
very family friendly. I feel like young people,
Like
old people love it.
Like old hippie people or something.
Kinda. Like Grateful Dead they love bluegrass.
Doing what?
Bluegrass.
What is that again?
Weren't you paying attention?
Yeah, but look.
Have you heard of Alison Krauss? No. Okay.
Nah.
I mean, I've heard.
Have you heard of the song Wagon Wheel? Rock me, mama, like
See,
a
I'm
wagon
gonna be honest with you. The
Nope.
only form of bluegrass I remember is when I was a kid. It was a cartoon, and it was the bluegrass band. I can't remember what it was. Matter of fact, one of the cartoon, it was like puppets, and they were playing it. Yeah, it's
Puppets playing bluegrass. What?
it was like a bear. He had a banjo.
You talking
and it was
about Kermit and them?
It was
Muppets?
close to it.
Cause
One of the
they used to
Muppets.
play
It wasn't the
they used to-
Muppets.
The
It was
Muppets
close
did
to it.
some
shit.
stuff.
Don't get me trying to remember the
Sesame
name. You know what I'm saying? But if I run across it, I'll show you. But
I have no idea what you're talking about.
it was. How old are you?
Snaggle Rock?
23.
Yeah, you won't even. When that came out. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
way before your time. All right, so let's talk also about you also did a live performance on Coast Live. How was that?
Oh my god, that was
Were you
crazy.
nervous?
That I was definitely. My heart was racing. I pretty much I got there like an hour early, and I spent the whole hour just warming up because I was like, I cannot fuck up. I cannot fuck up. Oh my god. But really, I guess you just need to relax when you're doing those things. Like it's not the end of the world if you do mess up, but I just really didn't want to. But I was like putting a lot of stress on myself. But once I was up there actually playing music just helps me calm down. So even though I was nervous, like maybe the first 30 seconds after I get into it, I'm not so nervous. But it was I didn't expect like my whole 2020 to start out with like 2 TV performances. So this is pretty great.
Oh, what was the second one? I know
BME.
you did Coast Live. BME, okay.
Yeah, they were both like that. Coast Live was January and BME was like last week.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so
She rolling.
just rolling.
That's
Get
what's up.
out of the way. I'm on TV.
Congratulations.
2 live performances. The video on air.
Go watch the video.
Step your game up if you out
Tell
there.
me.
You know what I'm saying?
Look.
And so speaking of mistakes, like have you ever caught yourself on stage? You might make that mistake and kind of get that cringe. Like how do you handle that? Do you just kind of like breeze through it, or is it?
Well,
Okay, yep, I just made a mistake, but I'm gonna keep going.
I feel like I'm actually less critical of myself when I perform live than when I record. Because I've been performing live since I was a kid, so like I said, like if you mess up, you just keep going. I feel like, okay, alright, just keep going, like don't even let it like mess up the rest of it. Just like that one note wasn't good, okay, but don't let it affect the rest of the performance. So I guess I've just kind of, over the years, I've gotten mentally stronger about it, and I've also been working on my voice. Actually, I've been taking vocal lessons recently, so I'm excited to see where my improvement and my potential can go. But I mean, as of now, I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty good singer, and I warm up a lot. I do a lot of vocal exercises. I try to keep my voice healthy, and so as long as you do those things, you're really not gonna mess up too much. Just like getting over the anxiety and practicing a lot.
Oh yeah, that anxiety is something serious. When you about to go on stage, it's like
I'm not too nervous. Like I said, the first song I'll get kind of shaky, but after that, I'm good.
See, I used to get nervous when I went on stage because sometimes I would drink a little too much before I went on.
No, that's so bad for your throat.
Oh,
Water. Drink water. Drink water.
I mean, I do now, but you know, as a rapper, it's like I got to get in my zone, and you know, that one shot turned to 3, and that turned to 5.
Gosh
like,
almighty.
hey, you up next, huh? Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I forgot my lyrics already. You know what I mean? So.
I've done that before. Like I had one song I was performing and I kept messing up on the lyrics when I was at home. So I was like the whole time before my performance, I was just thinking of the words over and over in my head. I was looking at the lyrics on my phone before I went up, and I don't think I messed up when I went there. But I was like, it stressed me out because I didn't want to mess up. So like I said, just practice, and you'll be fine.
Definitely.
Don't cram it in at the performance.
Yeah, because you will forget. You know, so I've heard. And so let me ask you this too also, like when you're on stage and you're performing, like what goes through your mind? Because I know like as a ex-rapper, I ain't gonna call myself a rapper still, but as an ex-rapper, I know when you're on stage, you're thinking of your lyrics, but at the same time you're like, okay.
Well, I play the chords too.
Oh,
so I'm thinking about a lot.
So you got a lot going on.
Yeah.
You're thinking of lyrics.
Yeah.
Right keys, all that.
You know the song Santeria by Sublime?
No.
I ain't got no Santeria, I ain't got no crystal ball. Really? Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, well that song is crazy chords.
Very jaded when it comes to music, so.
It's got a lot of chords. It's got like 3 verses, and that one messed me up a lot. Like I messed it up maybe like a couple performances, but it's just. You keep going, like I said, but it's like the chords and the words at the same time. And the song Hallelujah, you know the song Hallelujah.
I know that one.
Okay, that song always trips me up. Like my friend Coplana, the girl that plays piano, if I'm not playing it with her, I don't play it because I can't. Like she's got the chords on the piano, and I'm like pluck, 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 pluck. But if I had to play the guitar, no, because I can't think of the chords and the words at the same time. But so there's a couple of songs I guess that like I need to be more wary of. But other than that, if I practice it enough and it's become muscle memory and I know the words, like really what I'm thinking about on stage is the energy of the crowd. If there's no one there, that it's really hard for me to like put out that energy even though I know I need to. But when there's a lot of people there who are actually watching me and I can tell they're enjoying it, it helps me tremendously just like put my best self on. So it's just, I guess, like, when I'm on stage, I'm just thinking, are people enjoying it? Are they listening? Do I know the words and the chords? So that's really what I'm saying.
Just go stand right in front of them, make them look at you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now that I
like
have
making
your
people
attention.
cry when I sing.
Okay.
Cool.
Not in a bad way.
I don't think I've ever cried to a song before.
Wow.
What you talking about? You cried to Baby Shark the other day.
Baby
I don't even know that song. My kid's too old for me to know Baby
Man,
Shark.
you know Baby Shark.
I don't have kids that know it.
That ain't your ringtone?
Call him right now.
I can't. I would, but I can't. But
I got a question. Around this time next year, where would you like to what would you like to see yourself doing or be at?
I definitely want to get on the radio. That has been a goal of ours for this year. I definitely want to get more songs out. I want my voice to be the best it can be. I just want to see growth. I want to do events and like actually be able to pack it up with people. Just really want to get more things out to show people what we can do and that we're serious about music and production.
What's up?
Cool.
And you taking the steps for that already? You know, TV.
That was so unexpected and so amazing. Like
definitely. So I mean, you know, just keep putting that work in and pushing. You know, but for the bigger events, you got to double time and grind. You ready?
I've been working on some events with. Have you heard of Detox Dandy? we do a lot of events with her, the self-care and sustainability, Mineral Mondays. But we work with her with her events, and so that we've actually learned a lot just from doing that and working with her because she is a pro at it. Like she always gets people there, always. Like it's never a question at her events if people are gonna come. So I'm learning a lot from her. So we're learning like the right people to connect with when we do events like that because that's critical. It's just we can't do it all by ourselves. Like we're gonna need the right people, and having her is definitely a step in the right direction because she helps us connect with other people that are doing the same thing. We just keep growing and growing, and it's amazing.
Okay, and you hear that, Daddy? If you need media.
Yeah.
You know who to holler at.
At the past 2 events, we've actually, so my other friend, The Frame Show, he did a podcast like Facebook Live while he was there. And then the last time, Q Grams did a Facebook Live like podcast while he was there, like interviewing all the vendors and sponsors. So definitely talk to her about doing that.
Yeah, you hear that? You need to leave me out. Yeah, we'll be there. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And he gonna be there. You know what I mean? And I'll be there too. We'll have shirts on and everything. We'll be like a tag
represent.
team.
Got to.
You know what I mean?
Got a network.
And so when you're doing music, what is like your creative process? Like when you sit down and do you, I guess since you play the instruments too, do you come up with like your melodies and stuff first, or do you come up with your words first and then you make the music
all
around
over
it?
I'm really good at coming up with melodies. Like on the violin, I'll freestyle melodies without even thinking about it. So melodies are easy. It's usually like, it's weird. It's like while I'm driving is when I come up with words, which is awful because like you have to like scramble at every red light to like try and write it down so you don't forget. But so it's like usually when I'm doing like something like mindless, like driving or washing the dishes, even something like that, it's just like that's when words come to me. So usually I think it's like the lyrics and melody first, and then I'll try to create the chords to it because I'll be able to like kind of hear what I want the chords to sound like once I've confirmed how I want the melody, and then it's just figuring out the chords after. But sometimes I have written the chords first. But that's not as easy. But I love writing instrumental songs, like just violin and instruments. So like I love doing that without having to worry about lyrics. So I just have a lot of processes. I write different styles.
And how do you write an instrumental? Like you sit down with the whatever instrument you want to use, and you just kind of play, and you like okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
You write the notes to it and all that.
Like I just come up with melodies like really easily. So violin is really fun to write on. I've written like most of my instrumentals will have the violin as the lead instead of vocals. So it's just like similar as writing a song. I'm just using the violin as the lead, and I don't have to worry about words. So I just try and make it as beautiful as possible. I have Pro Tools at home that has helped tremendously with writing songs because I can like stack the violins and it sounds like a freaking symphony.
Okay.
Yes, and I have a keyboard, and so I'm not the best piano player, but I can play chords, and like it has a bunch of different sounds on it, so I've been able to like mess around a little bit with it. But I mean, it's not, I don't know how to explain it. It's not hard, but it's not easy either to write instrumentals.
It looks like it might take a little longer though than actually, I guess, write lyrics.
Lyrics takes longer. I get caught up on lyrics a lot. Like I have a couple songs that I've written just like the first verse, maybe to the chorus of, but then like it stopped after that because the lyrics stopped. But like the melody is still there, so like I just try and like focus on the melody. And sometimes I have to tap into the emotion that I was feeling when I wrote it, because if it's like when I was mad and I wrote it and I'm not mad, I can't just like tap into that. I don't want to be mad if I don't have to be, you know? So it's like sometimes, like that's a really healthy way to express how I feel though, when I'm mad, because I'm just like, okay, I'm mad, let's figure out these words now.
Yeah, I always tell anybody that's the best time to write, because it's like your mind
or when you're sad.
It's just all over the place.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
Yeah, writing it down in a single stream of consciousness like really helps you like take all the voices away to like make it clear.
Definitely. And so like, and I know you do a lot of music, so what do you do like in your free time when you're not doing music? Like, are you watch movies?
I'm definitely a Netflixer. Yeah. And Disney Plus lately. I'm getting all nostalgic with like these old TV shows I used to watch, so I'm definitely a binger, and I hate that about me, but I am. And I mean, I just try and do a lot of self-care things, like I'll do yoga, I'll meditate, I have like a bunch of massage stuff at home, so I'm usually like just trying to like feel good in my free time, just relax and take care of myself.
Okay. What about you, man? What you doing?
I like weed.
I plead the fifth on that one.
I like
Me
weed
personally,
and beer.
I'm in Bible study.
Well, yeah, that too.
And ain't saying nothing else behind that. I'm just in Bible study. That's all I do. I'm a good old choir boy.
I like weed.
So do you sing?
Who, me?
Yeah, you should.
I mean,
choir.
like, I sing. You know, it's not necessarily something you'll want to hear. In my mind, I sound like the weekend, but to those around me, I sound like the weekday. So it's
The weekend
not,
without auto-tune.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I be thinking I'm hitting it, and my son just be looking like, that's not it, Pop.
Do you sing in the shower?
I can.
That's the best time.
Yeah, and I usually, you know, that's when I get loud and it, all right, bro, you need to stop. You know, my wife, you can't sing. Like, whatever. But in my mind, I feel like I should have been a singer. But my vocal ability.
Good? So it feels good when you sing. Like
Yeah,
you feel like
it's a
you're
release.
getting all those feelings.
Mm-hmm,
That's all
but
it
my
is.
vocal ability doesn't allow me to do it like on a serious note.
You're no Whitney.
Nah, I'm not Whitney. I'm not, who else? I'm not even Lil Wayne when it comes to singing. Like, I'm horrible. But I feel good, especially when I'm cleaning up.
Yeah, that's all that matters. It's just expression.
Yeah, and
it's for you.
Yeah. But, you know, whoever around me, if I start doing dishes, you got two options. Leave the house, or go in the room. Because I'm going to be in there, I'm going to be loud, I'm going to sing, I'm going to rap, I'm going to dance, I'm going to flick water, and, you know.
I feel that.
It's part of what it is, you know what I mean? And so let me ask you this also. What do you think you enjoy the most about being a musician? And what is it that you think you probably hate the most about being a musician? Make you think a little bit.
I hate doing my own sound. That's so stressful for me because I don't have in-ears or monitors and my speaker only goes out. So I can never hear myself. So I have to rely on other people to tell me if I sound balanced or they have to do it. So like I've noticed if I don't have to do my own sound, I do a way better show. Like I have better energy. Like, but if I have to do my own sound, it just like stresses me out. I don't mind doing sound for other people, but for me, it's just I can't hear myself. But I love writing. I mean, I love performing too, but writing is really like what gets me. Like I can just get in my zone. I don't have to worry about anyone's opinions or anyone, like if I'm messing up or anything, because it's just my chance to like figure things out on my own time. So I love writing and hearing it get closer and closer to like what I hear in my head. It's just really fun.
Okay. And so between the performing and recording, which one do you like the best?
Performing. Recording. So my process when I recorded Curious, at first I would try to run through the whole song and do that multiple times, but then we had to like break it down into like small sections, like the little tiny verse, just do that over and over and over and over again. I would literally do like 10 tracks of each section, and then we would go and we would comp it all, which is listening to each little video recording and each word and figuring out which sounds the best and just putting it all together so it's all perfect. So that part's really hard, but also really rewarding. But also with these vocal lessons, I'm hoping that I won't have to do so many takes, you guys. Hope I can get it in less shots. But, so recording, I just feel like super critical, like I said before. It's just, I get really harsh on myself. But also, once I tap into where I want to be when I'm in the studio, I can really hit the notes in a different way. But it takes me a while to like warm up. But you know, you're on the clock and you're paying for it, so it's like you don't have that time. But that's why I love recording in my home studio because I have no pressure. I can fuck up and don't care, and I'll just fix it. But when I mess up in like the actual studio, I'm like, what is going on with me today?
Oh yeah.
I just get really critical. So, but I love performing. Like I said, I've been doing that for so long that that doesn't even bother me. Like I'm not anxious about it. If I mess up, I keep going. I just nail another note. You know, just like I always like have a chance to redeem myself when I perform. But when I'm recording, it's like, come on, girl, get it together.
Yeah, it's you ever had them sessions where it just doesn't go right? Where you like, you know what?
I had to scratch the first two sessions. Sessions.
I've been there. I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yo, in my mind, it sounded completely different than what it sounds like now. You know what? Delete all of that, and we're going to do something else.
That's why I love having the studio in my house too, because things I thought would have sounded good once I actually record it and hear it together, I'm like, no. I don't want to figure things out in the actual studio. I want to have it all down before I go.
And see, that's when my bad singing came into play at. Because I remember I was recording a song and I was like, okay, I'm going to sing this hook, but I'm going to have my engineer auto-tune it for me. And even when he played it back, when I sounded bad on auto-tune, I knew then that I really couldn't sing.
It's okay.
It hurt me. You know what I mean? It hurt my heart because I'm like, man, I really wanted this song to work, and it just.
They record music. I record for Pornhub. We're not the same.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. If I ever get on Pornhub and see your nuts, we gonna have to.
Someone told me my video should have been on Pornhub. I'm like, ha 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 ha. Thanks for your opinion. Have a good day.
I mean, you know,
it's always that one. You know what I'm saying?
He probably had it
probably
playing
had
in the
that
background.
one.
You had the song playing in the background, didn't you? I know you did. I knew you did.
Hey, you'll get myself
Hey,
famous.
there's some good acting in that video. I don't know if it's acting, but it's very good acting.
We have a lot of chemistry.
Ooh, yes, they do.
A lot of people ask if she was my girlfriend. No, she's not. She's just my best friend.
Can't tell. I'm about to go watch the
She
video
is sexy
now.
though. I love you, Coplana.
Shit.
Oh, man,
I love you too.
Oh my goodness, on set, she was literally walking around with like her blazer, just some panties and some pasties, and that was it for like most of the set. It was great. I mean, everybody enjoyed it.
Who recorded the video?
Pure Brilliance, ENT.
I had to tell everybody, hey, y'all gotta do that
Yeah, we
scene
did it on
over
the
again.
red dragon.
Yeah, do that. Do it 3 more times.
I had to
We're
do a
gonna
lot
shoot
of
the camera
takes.
from this side too.
I had to do a lot of takes. There was actually a whole scene that didn't even make it, which kind of sucks. It was the only scene that showed me playing violin, but it just didn't fit with the rest of the story.
Oh, so you gotta use that for like the, I guess.
Yeah, we can use it from other promos. So like we're making an EPK that's coming out soon.
Okay.
So it'll definitely be a part of that.
Word. And do you have is your music online like?
Yeah, it's on
Spotify,
all
Apple,
streaming platforms. We use TuneCore, so it's on all the major streaming platforms.
Okay.
But the music video is only on YouTube.
YouTube.com. Laurel Wilson. Curious. For those of you who are curious, that's where you need to go. Watch the video 7 times.
Is the
7 different
curiosity
places.
killing you yet?
I think it is. You can't see them, but I bet it is. I know they done probably clicked off now. Let me go see this video. They keep talking about looking at.
Oh yeah, they gonna look at it. People gonna look at it.
Have 2 tabs up, it's okay. You can listen to the interview and the song at the same time.
Exactly. Multitask. All right, and so since you've been doing this, what do you think is one of the biggest problems that you had to overcome?
Realizing you can't do it all by yourself. I tried to do Curious all by myself.
Hold on, real quick. Brother, what are you doing?
Enjoying my beverage. What you mean?
Why you ain't drinking out the bare naked 2 bottle, man?
Because
I
ain't wanna put nothing hot in there. Cause I ain't gonna. Okay.
You gotta be a host on Bare Naked 2 podcast.
What am I doing right now? Just
Yes.
Like we gotta get some more merchandise.
Yep.
check out the
Put order
shirts.
in.
Shirts and cups. Shirts
You know
and
what I
You
mean?
cups.
wearing a shirt too? Yeah.
Put the order in.
Yeah,
Yeah, he tried to dress like me. He had a hat on, the
Oh,
same
Mr.
color
Stir
hat.
the Pot.
All day long.
BA favorite cousin. Oh, your favorite cousin.
That's
Sorry.
right. Everybody's favorite cousin. He tried to dress like me earlier. Same color hat and everything. It was like,
I
nah,
wasn't paying
we
attention.
not doing that. They gonna think, we gonna really think we got something. They gonna think we curious. You know what I mean? We can't have that. Nah, I mean, he cool. He my little brother and all, but you know.
He just got real quiet.
Yeah. Okay, so back to your question. What was the thing you had to overcome?
Oh yeah.
I was really interrupted by him.
No, time out. You stopped the conversation. I was drinking my coffee. She could.
No, I believe you stopped the question.
Nah. Nope.
We'll watch it back on the footage. Go ahead. What was
So the biggest thing I've had to overcome is realizing I can't do it all by myself. You definitely need a strong team. You need talented, hardworking, passionate people who are good at what they do and can do it quickly. So like I said, like I just tried to do Curious all by myself at first. The first 2 sessions got completely scratched because it was all me. I didn't know how to play piano, and then my friend, we all practiced together for like at least a month, and we just went into the studio, killed it in like I think it was a 4-hour session. So that in that 4-hour session, I created the drum track, we got the bass down, and we got the piano down. So it was a very productive session, and from then on, now that I had all the instruments that I needed, all the sounds, I could really kill it with the vocals. And then so I feel like just you need a good team. You cannot do it by yourself.
You hear that? You need a good team. So when I hear everybody out there talking, I did it on my own. I ain't need no help. Good luck.
Yeah.
Right.
Good luck, because you need a team behind you. Because
you need other opinions, other perspectives. Like even if they don't always agree, at least you have something that like made you think differently about it.
Yeah.
Well, with the positivity comes negativity. So how much hate you got?
I mean, it's not too bad.
You got no haters yet? They coming.
I sent my video to a couple people. Like I always try to send to photographers because I like their way that they see things, and so I sent it to one, and they were like, "You were doing this all wrong. Like this is a
yeah, it's
sin."
always that one, man. No, see, if I was you, I would have used this lens.
Jesus.
Like, who asked you?
I'm just like.
I think that's more criticism than hate.
Critique.
That was like she sent me like a book though, like it was a long message. And so I'm like it was just fun. But I'm like I appreciate your honesty. Thanks like so much. Thanks for watching it at least. Like I said, one person said it should be on porn. One person thought I was a stripper. I'm like no, I'm a musician. Thank you very much. And like I said, the biggest critique I actually got was like my voice could be better. And I was like, I totally agree on that. I feel like I'm not reaching my full potential. And I started doing vocal lessons. So, next song, y'all ain't gonna say that.
Better watch out.
Cool.
Yeah, we get critiques too, so I understand. We get a little hate.
I just don't care.
Yeah, it really doesn't ever like affect my self-esteem or anything. I laugh it off, and I always am super nice to them too. And that's why I'm like, thanks for watching. Thanks for your honesty. Have a great day.
Yeah, not us. We just be like, all right, fuck you.
I can't do that. I'm the sweet one.
You're a lot nicer than we are. So sometimes we just be like, once we spot it and we know it's not real
You gotta pay attention
criticism,
to the
we
name.
be like, all right, cool. Yeah, man, I don't know
If
why y'all shooting with a camera. Like,
I don't care.
Okay.
If it's not constructive, I don't want to hear it. If it's just you talking at me, no thank you. But if you want me to actually hear what you're saying and give me real feedback, I will definitely listen.
Okay. And hey, look, I'm the same way. You know what I mean? And it's like, once, like you said, once it's good criticism, that's when we actually pay attention.
Yeah,
But when
it doesn't
it's
mean
just
you're
like,
gonna change everything about who you are and your
no,
style.
can't do
No,
that.
it's just like you kept something else in mind the next time.
You just, you add it to your palette, update, and then you keep on moving. You know what I mean? And so like,
Always do you though.
with your new music out now, I know you're doing like social media promotion and stuff like that. Have you thought about other ways of like building your brand, like maybe modeling, going into media, or is that like a little down the line?
I've done some modeling for like our photo shoots and everything. Actually, I'm gonna be doing one photo shoot that I won. Let me start from the beginning. We did a Halloween art show with Ollie Art. She's an amazing photographer and graphic designer, and so we actually won a free photo shoot with her just for like one graphic design. Like it's called photo manipulation, but it's basically graphic design for people who don't know what that means. So I'm actually going to do a really cool like conceptual photo shoot with her because I feel like all the ones I've been doing are like glamour shoddy or like on set. So I want to do something like really like artsy. So I'm actually really looking forward to that one, but we have to like set up all the props and outfits and everything first before we can just do it. So I definitely want to do like more conceptual, artistic things versus just straight up, hey, it's me looking sexy.
See, that's what you take advantage of. You be like, you know what? We gonna shoot the album cover for this one. You know what I mean?
Well, my uncle Kenneth Escucha, he's a photographer, so we do shoots with him too. So I can literally do like any like shoots I want to with him. But I just want to do something like really cool with Ollie.
Okay.
And then I've tried to do some acting. This past year we did one thing that actually hasn't come out yet with this girl Vanessa. It was gonna be really cool. It was like vampire stuff, and I was actually I was the vampire killer in it. It was really fun to act in that. And then we have a secret project that we're working on at mid-scene, and it could involve some acting as well. So that's all I'm going to say. But we're excited about that because I love doing stuff like that. I used to do drama in middle school, so I love acting. And modeling and acting and music, that's kind of my forte.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Triple threat. You know, I did a little acting. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, I hula hoop too. I do tricks and stuff. I was on TV for that last year, actually. I did hula hooping.
Okay.
With my friend Abby.
So you gotta incorporate that into the next video. Well, so what is the next video? I know you just put this one out, but you know.
Well, the next song that I am gonna record is my song called Nicotine, which that's why I'm working on vocal lessons for it, because I want it to be fucking banging. Like, y'all ain't gonna see this one coming. Even if you heard the song acoustic, you're not gonna see this one coming. So that's definitely probably like my crowd favorite song is Nicotine. Like Curious and Nicotine are like the ones that people actually know if they've heard me play before, and they really like those ones. So that's the next one I'm gonna do, and that one actually the photo shoot I want to do with Ollie art, it's gonna kind of segue into me doing Nicotine, because I want it to be like me holding a cigarette like and crushing it in like on a mirror or something, and like on the other side of the mirror is like my darker, like smoky ash darker self. And like on the main side of the mirror, I'm like crushing a cigarette, but it's like my perfect looking world. So it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna like segue into that.
Anti-smoking song, or you can
absolutely.
That. Yeah.
So that song I wrote about a guy I liked who smoked cigarettes, and I wanted him to quit smoking cigarettes, and I was like, I want to be your nicotine, like I want to be your new addiction. So that was like the whole like inspiration for the song, because I do not like cigarettes.
So I see another Curious video comment along that lines. You know, you need a leading man.
I'll be holding auditions.
I don't do scripts. I go off the top of my head.
It's a video.
You wouldn't have any lines.
You ain't got no script. All you gotta do is walk in there and look sexy. So get your baby oil, rub it down. You know what I'm saying? Put your legacy drawers on. Yeah.
Whoa. We ain't doing the glitter thing.
You're gonna have some cigarette burns.
Damn, what type of video is this? Oh no, I gotta renege on that.
It's all makeup. Don't worry.
Yeah, it ain't
gonna. Oh, you're really right.
I'll burn you for real though if you want to be like, you want to make it look real.
I've been burned and shit.
You know what I'm saying? I can put a couple on.
Hey, I see the guitar and everything. You gonna play something?
You told me to bring it, so I think I have to tune it up. But yeah.
Well, you know what? Go and get it there. Let's see what we got going on. Let me slide out your way. You gonna sing while you playing the guitar?
Nope.
You ain't gonna sing?
I'll never wrote this
You
song.
just told me. Make that your own freestyle.
Oh, that's a nice guitar too.
Yeah, sweet. I wish I had guitar skills, though. I'd be like Wyclef.
I actually played it out in for real.
Bro, I believe you like a violinist. You look like a violinist, bro. Yeah, I just edit all this part out. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
I don't know. Should I keep it on?
We real with the people.
Okay. Uh-oh.
We ain't known for all that editing and being correct and all that shit.
Alright, you want me to sing Nicotine?
Do you want to let people hear, or do you want to do a little piece? Do a little bit of Curious first, and then,
okay.
you know, if you want to do Nicotine, I'll leave that up there. It's your world. I'm just here. It's exclusive. Y'all ain't gonna get this next time.
Acoustic. Am I gonna do the whole song or just like a piece of
No,
it?
just do it. Don't give them everything.
Yeah, you gotta look it up. So
just give them a little bit.
I'll do to the end of the first chorus.
All right.
Strip me down with your mind. I know you want it, baby. Your eyes don't lie. You can have it. I can tell you're feeling shy. to see what comes next. Now your hands are grazing my skin, and you're kissing my neck. Primal instincts kicking in. Baby, don't hold back. I wanna let you in. You're on the right track. I'll show you just how I like it. You got me curious, got me building it up in my head. Curious, damn, it's so hard to be patient. I'm curious, pick me up and throw me on the bed. Curious to see how your body moves.
Nah, yeah, don't give no more of that. Y'all gotta watch the video to see the rest of it.
Shit, that guitar hard too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Just a little bit of nicotine. What's with nicotine? Pretty good. I almost got up and started dancing for real. I ain't got no rhythm.
I wanna be your nicotine, I wanna be your new addiction. Breathe me in and hold it in, and I wanna be your new fixation. Put me to your mouth like a cigarette. Tear off the filter and breathe me in. I wanna get in your head if you let me in. I wanna break the walls if no one else did. I wanna be your nicotine, I wanna be your new addiction. Breathe me in and hold it in, and I wanna be your new fixation.
Okay, now you're
Well,
not just
yeah.
gonna breeze past that part where you said tear off the filter.
Breathe me in.
Mm-hmm. 'Cause you know,
Put me to your mouth like a cigarette. Tear off the filter. Breathe me in.
oh, she about to tear your lungs up, but
Ah.
you know what I'm saying? You about to get the full effect. Now, hold up,
Y'all
hold
got a
up.
video for that? Y'all
Uh,
gonna do that one?
that is the next one we're recording.
Cool.
And see, y'all remember when I watched the Coast Live, you did, what was it, Kaleidoscope?
Yeah.
See, y'all better be happy I'm getting y'all this stuff for free. Y'all gotta pay for the next round.
Tie-dye eyes, clothes are white and black. It's a disguise, but eyes are right throughout. There's no mistaking colorful mind. I'd like to introduce it to mine. We all start out as a blank canvas. Paints brothers with life experience. Now we are multi-dimensional. A piece of art hanging on a wall. Kaleidoscope perception. Allowing ignorance is deception. Illusions of separation. We are one and the same. That's all I'm giving y'all.
Hey, let me tell you something.
That's all you get. That's all you gonna
You
go give
smoke
no
a
more.
nice
You gave
J
too
to
much.
that album.
Bruh, tear the filter off.
You could smoke a nice blunt to that album.
Tear the whole
I'm
filter.
trying
Hold on,
to
filter.
tell you.
Runs don't even have filters. Just tear the tip off. Just,
Pretty
yo,
cool.
that was crazy. I was feeling that. What you think?
Thank you. I like it.
I
Thanks.
goosebumps a little bit.
Aw.
I
I was
like
like,
it.
ooh.
No crying.
Nah, you ain't gonna give me the cry.
You don't give me the cry on camera.
You ain't gonna give me the cry, period.
When the camera off, I might drop a tear or something. But now I'm on camera. You know what I mean?
But it's very nice.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Like, I was actually thinking about rolling a blunt in my head just now listening to that song.
I wrote all of those.
I like that. So, like, how do you with doing like the acoustic and the pop thing, now how do your family like it? Since you know they had a
Oh,
different
my
background.
family
They
is
like
very
it?
supportive. They love my music. My
That's
mom
what's up.
especially. She
That's
loves my
what's
music.
up. Oh, she saw the Curious video?
Oh yeah, she
You
was
say,
actually there on set when we did the bed scene.
Oh, well, damn.
Damn. Alright.
I know I'm all the like, excuse me, come here.
Butt to the water.
I got a question. What's easier to learn to play, the violin or the guitar?
Guitar,
Okay.
hands down.
Gotcha.
I've taught my friend who's in his 30s how to play guitar. I do not think I could ever teach him how to play violin. It's just, that's something you need to learn young.
Yeah, that's a skill you need to have.
Yeah, so for a guy like T.O. that's in his 40s, he can learn the guitar.
I think you could.
That's what's up.
Yeah, if I know the violin.
Well, they're not related.
I'm just seeing you play violin, brother.
I should have brought my violin.
Bruh, I could play the violin.
I want to see that, man. Like I would pay money to see you play the violin.
Mm-hmm.
What song would you play on the violin?
Jurassic Park
Hello,
theme
Lamb.
song.
Jurassic Park theme song. That's
The
all
first
you know.
one. Mm-hmm.
So guitar
No,
Gold
cause
Star.
you gotta think about the actual song, the theme song though. The
I knew you talking about.
then and then, yeah, that ain't go hard, boy. On the violin.
That's what's up, man.
That's the only one I remember too.
Sure.
Oh man, well look, that's all the questions I have for you, man. I mean, you got any topics you want to cover, bro?
Nice, solid interview. Thank you for coming. Oh, what do you represent? Like, where you from? We didn't even ask a regular question.
Virginia Beach.
Boo.
Which part of Virginia? Beach?
What part?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the Lansdowne area.
Okay. Well, you out there in the sticks.
Yeah, you're like 40 minutes away.
Yeah. Well, you know, just the sticks too, but you know. That's
This
what's
is a
up,
nice
man.
part of Suffolk though. I've seen like all country, but this is like
Oh, so you caught it at the good time. You really came like some years ago.
Yeah, years
when it was,
back when we were young.
when it was all
Shit.
cornfields.
Mhm.
You'd have been like,
Cotton,
okay, this
that's
is-
what I think of when I think of
wilderness,
That's-
deers, bears,
that's what it is.
foxes.
Suffolk. Oh my goodness.
All that shit was in our backyard.
Oh my goodness. Bear?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, I almost walked up like on a fox one time, and it was just sitting there, and I was like, yo, I just kept walking close, and my dude's like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's a fox. They're like, exactly. Why you? My bad. I don't know. But
Foxes are cute. They are cute.
it got me because I'm looking
And
at
tell us at night and their eyes be shining. And when you walking your dog and you just see two little shits look at you, they ain't cute.
My grandfather actually like his backyard opens up to the woods, and he has raccoons come every night, and he like sits out there and like feeds them, and like they come up to him and they know him, and it's funny. It's like they're his little pets at night at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, here come Robbie right now. She just rolling out. Yep. Well, that's what's up, man. We definitely appreciate having you. Matter of fact, before we get there, remember I was telling you about the Facebook jail? Hey, look, if y'all trying to hit us on Facebook, let's give it a while. We both in Facebook jail right now, so
Yep.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Both my pages in jail.
Well, I'm not, so you can follow me.
yeah, that's what's up. You can hit her up, but I'm definitely I'm in Facebook jail till April.
Dang.
Don't ask me
I'll be
what's
free
this.
Wednesday.
You're
But
on
I'm
parole.
not like a full jail. I'm like weekend jail because I can't post in groups, but I can post on my page.
Oh,
You know what I mean? But you know, had a
dang.
little.
I can't post, period.
And I seen an article today that said if you're in Facebook jail, you have a 75% chance to go into real jail.
Well, I already handled that part.
Where are these statistics coming from?
I have no clue. It was just a post, so
I've seen that. Hey,
I seen it. I laughed and I was like, well, "Damn, I'm in jail right now, so guess I better be careful."
I've never been like blocked or banned from anything.
So you probably good on Facebook.
I do spam groups every now and then, but I try and space it out within a couple days so that doesn't happen.
Oh nah, see me, I go all in. Like when I spam a group, I'm going to every group that I'm in right there.
Yeah.
And Facebook be like, "Whoa, bro, you done posted in like
Yeah, it'll
100
literally like
groups."
stop me sometimes. Like the button that hit, like the blue button that says share, it just went gray. Like I can't hit it anymore. I'm like, okay. Then I wait like 3 hours, and all of a sudden I can do it again.
Oh, they let you know. They just hit me.
It wouldn't let me like invite people to an event page. Like I just kept like inviting people, and they like stopped me from inviting. I'm like, what? Why? I want to bring people to the event.
That's enough. You're not bringing nobody else.
Ugh. Oh, I do. Speaking of that event, I do have a show coming up on March 1st. It is in Hampton at the Victorian Station or the Big Pink House. So I'll be playing with Christy K Beth Turner, and Jack Hayden. I actually haven't met Jack yet, but we've been group chatting, all of us, and so we're really excited. It's going to be a really interesting concept. We're all going to sit like in a circle and each take like a turn doing a song instead of like each of us having like an hour set. It'll be interesting.
That should be dope.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then we're going to do a big song together. I think we're going to do Let It Be by the Beatles. That's the one we've been talking about.
And do y'all have like all different styles or?
Well, me and Christy K, we were both kind of like that pop rock. Beth Turner is really pop, but she plays piano too. It's really pretty. And I think Jack is more country. Like I said, I haven't actually met him, but I've met Christy and Beth. We all did the Chong Dishing together, which is a local contest that is held at Lunacy. Have you heard of Jesse Chong? He's a pretty big around the local area here. Okay. He's really talented, and he has a competition. Like if you win it, you get a couple like a recording deal, not like a record deal, but like recording a certain amount of songs. It's pretty cool. Okay. I got second place.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Definitely.
Yeah, so follow me on Instagram, Laurel Wilson Music 757, and Facebook, Laurel Wilson Music, and also follow my label, Myth Scene, MITH Scene, stands for Make It Happen Scene. Find out all the cool stuff that we're doing. We got a lot of cool stuff that we're working on behind the scenes that'll be out soon. So yeah, just definitely stay in tune with us.
Yeah, and y'all can also make sure y'all following us if you ain't already done it. Make sure you are on YouTube and you go check out the Curious video.
Yeah, Smith Scene Music.
You know what I mean? And that's all I got for you, man. You got anything else for the people today? Nah?
Nope.
You gonna think about that blunt. Well, we definitely appreciate y'all. You know who it is. It's your favorite cousin. We got our cousin Laurel Wilson in the building, and we are out. Peace.
Bye.